Hey everyone, Pastor Will here, day 4 of devotionals, and wanting to be able to talk to you guys and spend some time with you guys. Today's going to be pretty short, and it's just down to the point. We're going to be in Mark chapter 4, and we're going to talk about Jesus calming the storm. This is a story that most of us know. We've all heard, probably have heard anyways, and one of the things about this is it keeps coming up for me this week, these last couple weeks. In these times that are unknown, we don't know much about coronavirus. We don't know much about what it's going to do for the economy or for school or for graduations or for friends and getting out of our house, for restaurants. I mean, there are so many unknowns right now surrounding us around the world that it can cause a lot of confusion and a lot of anxiety and concern and so many other things. And so this devotional came up, this story came up for me this week as I was reading the Bible, and the thing that keeps striking me is about Jesus in this story. So listen as I read. Feel free to read along at home. This is Mark chapter 4, starting in verse 35. That day when evening came, he said to his disciples, "Let us go to the other side." Leaving the crowd behind, they took him along just as he was in the boat. There were also other boats with him. A furious squall came up, and the waves broke over the boat so that it was nearly swamped. Jesus was in the stern, sleeping on a cushion. The disciples woke him and said, "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, "Quiet, be still." Then the wind died down, and it was completely calm. He said to his disciples, "Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They were terrified and asked each other, "Who is this that even the wind and the waves obey him?" Are you trusting, as we talked about yesterday, are you trusting? Are you able to trust? Do you have the capacity to trust Jesus in this time right now? Do you believe that he is in control? Do you believe that he has the capabilities to take care of you? One thing that I've told several people in the last couple days is in the midst of everything surrounding COVID-19, because the reality is that it's consuming our lives and changing the way we do everything right now, including church, which is why I'm talking to you via phone. In the midst of that crazy storm, in that boat that's being tossed back and forth and we're all panicking, can we trust Jesus? Do we believe that Jesus is in the boat with us and that he's so confident in the Father's love and protection that he can sleep in the midst of a storm? Jesus is in the boat with us. He gives us peace that doesn't make any sense in this world. The Bible says it's a peace that transcends all understanding. Do we trust him? Do we look at this storm as something too big for God? Or do we trust that God is even over control of what's going on in our lives? I'm doing my best for myself and my family and those around me to trust that because Jesus is in the boat with us, because he is. He never leaves us nor forsakes us. The Bible tells us that we can trust him with that. When I start to feel anxious, when I start to play the what-if game, I come back to this passage. I come back to this idea that even though the waves are crashing down around us, that even though our boat feels like it's on the verge of breaking apart in the middle of the ocean, Jesus is with us, and he's got us. I hope you guys are doing well. Seriously, if you've made it to the end of this message right now, and you need someone to talk to, reach out. Check out the Instagram page and shoot a DM. I've been talking to people throughout. We have leaders and a staff that still cares and loves you guys. So let me know if there's anything I can do for you. And ultimately, at the end of the day, trust that because Jesus is in the boat, we have nothing to worry about. Love you guys.